Hello children, welcome to the virtual session again. So let us see what we are going to do today. We are going to revise chapter 4 heat. We will continue with the revision session. So transfer of heat we have learned in a previous session. We will revise how the heat get transferred. There are three modes of transfer of heat. Heat flows from a body at a higher temperature to a body at a lower temperature. This is called transfer of heat. Heat is transferred in three different ways, which we have learned: conduction, which takes place in solids, convections, which takes place in liquids and gases, and radiation, which requires no medium. So these are the three modes of transfer of heat which we have learned. So here we can see heat transferred from hotter body to the colder body. So heat flows due to conduction, convection and radiation. Is always from hot to cold. Conduction, what is conduction? Is the process by which heat is transferred in solids from hotter end to the colder end. So here we had discussed the experiment where you have a metal rod and you are going to stick pieces of wax on it and you are going to clamp it with the help of a stand here, and then you are going to heat at one end, supply heat at one end with the help of a burner. What will happen? Heat will get transferred from in that metal rod. Suppose you take an iron rod or an aluminum rod, and heat will get transferred, and due to transfer of heat due to conduction, wax pieces will fall off one by one. This shows the conduction takes place in that metal strip or aluminum or iron strip, and the wax pieces will fall because of the heat. So this is how in solid conduction of heat will take place. The mode of transfer, it requires particles. One particle will transfer heat to the other particles. Like over here in aluminum or an iron strip, the particles will transfer heat, and which will be indicated when you do this experiment. When you heat at one end, the heat will get transferred and wax pieces will fall off. So the activity here described: take an iron or aluminum rod or strip, fix a few wax pieces on at equal distances, clamp the rod to a stand, heat the other end of the rod, the wax pieces begin to melt and fall down from the heated end. This shows that the heat is transferred from the hotter end to the colder end by conduction. So you have already written all these points in your notebook. Just go through the video, children. It's a revision session for you to understand concepts more clearly, and just a reinforcement of the concepts. You need not write anything again in your notebook. It's already written. You just have to go through the video. So now what is conductors and insulators? We have seen conductors are materials which allow heat to pass through them easily. So here we have example: iron, aluminum, copper, etc. All metals usually, or almost all metals conduct heat. So here you have a picture of brass, aluminum, cast iron, copper, you have steel and you have bronze. So all these are good conductors of heat. What are conductors then? They are materials which allow heat to pass through them easily. That's why you make utensils made up of stainless steel, aluminum, that because they are good conductor of heat. So we need to cook food. That's why we need to have a material or a good conductor of heat, that is metal, aluminum, more suitable, stainless steel also. Copper also can be used to make utensils. So here you have conductors of heat. Then you will see insulators. Insulators are materials which do not allow heat to pass through them easily. So these are the materials which will not allow heat to pass through them. And all examples over here, you have wood, plastic, glass, rubber, air, water, etc. They are insulators. That means they are bad conductors of heat. So that's why when you are dealing with some electrical appliances, so you need to wear rubber sole footwears, so that um, it is also rubber is also a bad conductor of electricity. So that's why you wear rubber sole footwears when you deal with electrical gadgets. But here we are talking about the insulators, which is a bad conductor of heat. So here wood, plastic. One good example we can have over here. You have a utensil that is a saucepan. You can have a handle made up of wood, or it can be made up of some material which will not conduct heat, like you have thermosetting plastic, bakelite. They are all bad conductors of heat. That's why we make handles made up of either wood or bakelite, so that when you hold the pan, the heat is not pass in the handle, and you don't get the burn, or you don't get the don't feel hot when you're holding the pan. So these are the insulators, where insulators of heat means they will not conduct heat at all. Insulator of electricity means they will not conduct electricity. So here we are talking about insulators of heat. So glass, rubber, air, plastic, wood, water, etc. They are the insulators. We do not allow heat to pass through them easily. Then you have an assignment for the day, children. Uh, Multiple choice question here. A marble tile would feel cold as compared to a wooden tile on a winter morning, because the marble tile is a better conductor of heat than the wooden tile, is polished while wooden tile is not polished, or reflects more heat than wooden tile, is a poor conductor of heat than the wooden tile. So you multiple choice question you have already done in your notebook. You just have to go through it. Uh, as you know, you have to write question and the correct answer for the multiple choice. This is an assignment which was given to you. It's a revision. So a beggar wrapped himself with a few layers of newspapers on a cold winter night. This helped him to keep himself warm, because friction between the layers of newspaper produces heat. Air trap between the layers of newspaper is a bad conductor of heat. A newspaper is a good conductor of heat. Newspaper is at a higher temperature than the temperature of the surrounding. So you have to pick up the correct answer and write along with the question, which you have already done in your notebook. So you are not going to write again. You just going to go through the video. It's a revision session. Then Paheli and Bujo measured their body temperature. Paheli found hers to be 98.6 degree Fahrenheit and Bujo recorded 37 degrees Celsius. Which of the following statement is true? Paheli has a higher body temperature than Bujo. Paheli has a lower body temperature than Bujo. Both have normal body temperature. Both are suffering from fever. So you just need to find the correct answer, which you have already done. Just go through this. Bujo has three thermometers, and as shown in figure 4.1, he wants to measure the temperature of his body and that of boiling water. Which thermometer should he use, or he should choose? So let us see. Now here you have three thermometers. You have clinical thermometer, second one lab thermometer, that is laboratory thermometer, and the third one is a digital thermometer, which is also a clinical thermometer. Nowadays we use digital thermometer for clinical purposes. So third one is a digital thermometer which is used for clinical purposes. So now you have to find correct option from all these four. First option, thermometer 1 or 3 for measuring body temperature, and 2 for measuring the temperature of boiling water. B. Thermometer 1 for measuring temperature of both. C. Thermometer 2 for measuring temperature of both. D. Thermometer 3 for measuring temperature of both. So now here you have to select one correct option, A, B, C and D. From this all four among, you need to find one correct option. Figure 4.4 A to D shows the reading on four different thermometers indicate which of the readings shows the normal human body temperature. So let us see here. A, you can see the readings over here, and you can find which one of the following shows the normal human body temperature. That you should know is 37 degrees Celsius, and which one is showing 37 degrees Celsius you should know. So you need to find the correct body temperature in this thermometer. Find the thermometer which is showing the correct body temperature. Thank you, children. Here we end with the revision session. Again, we will continue with the revision of the chapter. I hope you will have already written these points. You need not write again. Just go through the video. It will be a reinforcement for the concepts which you have already learned. Thank you again and have a wonderful day.